In the time I've been doing Disgruntled Danny videos, I often ridicule people, and I don't mind if they ridicule me back. But over the last couple of years, I've received 4 or 5 death threats. Now, invariably, these are from the same type of people. They're always male, they're always American, and they always believe that the Earth is flat. But I don't take these threats very seriously. I mean, first of all, none of these guys will have passports. Secondly, they won't be able to pick out the UK on a map. And thirdly, they seem like the type of people who have to write their sister a Mother's Day card. But it turns out that flat earthers have got a new champion, a guy called Logan Paul, who I confess, until about an hour and a half ago, I'd never heard of. Apparently, he's very famous on YouTube, making videos for mentally challenged teenagers. And he went on record at the recent Flat Earth convention in Denver, saying, "I want to know the facts. Like the fact we haven't been to the moon in over 50 years. The fact that the moon emits its own light, and the fact that science cannot prove gravity." So let's just try and pick some of those apart. The fact we haven't been to the moon in over 50 years. Now, whether you believe in the moon landings or not doesn't matter. I don't believe that man went to the moon. I know that man went to the moon. People who don't believe it are at best misinformed, at worst just thick as shit. But the last manned landing to the moon was in 1972. And that's 47 years ago. So if you've got a bloke who doesn't know that 47 is less than 50, you're off to a bad start. Second, the moon emitting its own light. It doesn't, it's just a reflector. The phases of the moon are caused by the Earth's shadow being projected onto it. If it made its own light, it'd just be a big round ball all the time. And that science can't prove gravity? What bloody scientists are these? Which scientists can't understand GCSE science? There's a very common experiment done by flat earthers where they'll have some form of sphere and they'll pour water over it, and the commentary will go along the lines of, "Look, you see there, you see the water's running off the ball, you see what water can't stay on a ball," and they're unaware that the force acting on the water is fucking gravity. But Logan says he's going to be the first to the wall. And if you don't know what the wall is, flat earth believers think there's a wall of ice around the circumference of the flat earth, which stops the seas running over into space. And this is being kept secret by NASA and by the UN, although none of them will ever explain why it's being kept a secret. There was pictures of the wall that came out a couple of years ago that caused a lot of excitement online, until people, like myself, pointed out that wall looked remarkably like the one in Game of Thrones. And if you want to see that, that's on a studio in Belfast, I believe. But also, there's going to be a series made following flat earthers as they try and get to the wall. That's going to be the best viewing ever. It won't be on for very long. I expect that when they get to Antarctica, most of them will be dead within minutes. But it struck me, what is the collective term for flat earth believers? Because you have a flock of seagulls, a pack of wolves, a herd of cows, a murder of ravens. What are flat earthists known as? I thought puncture would be quite good. Puncture, because a tire used to be round, then it's flat. When it's flat, it's also useless. But I think the perfect word, you may not have heard this, it sounds quite Asian, it's called fucking-shower. Because when you see a group of flat earth believers, you go, "Look, what a fucking shower. Hillbillies, please bring your abuse."